This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Monday, August 24th, 2020. The title of this rant is The World Needs Joe Just as Much as the United States Does. So as we're heading into 60 days towards the election, we still have a little ways for that to go, our adversaries are looking to maximize the benefit they can get out of the instability that's going on here in the United States that is being solely promoted by our president. So look for China. And this is stuff that you don't necessarily will see in the paper. China will continue its cyber warfare. Everyone's done their psych ops on this guy. They know how vulnerable he is. They know how vulnerable the United States is because he's the leader, and they will take maximum advantage of it. So China, as an example, will continue to try and change things in Hong Kong. Will continue to imprison Muslims on the western part of within their border. They will continue to try and wreak havoc in the South China Sea. Will continue to try and, let's just say, work against the best interests of Taiwan again, and those are also working in the best interests of them against the United States. And if we look at Russia just quickly, just imagine how much gall, how much logistics, how much planning had to go, and the message that they intended to send when they poisoned their opposition leader. Think of all of that, and think of the fact that they knew that there would be no pushback from the United States, absolutely none. And again, I have said before, and this is just an example, we could crush Russia. They're a failed petrostate. Their economy is not that great. It's not even it's less than Italy. And what are we doing about it? Absolutely nothing. And then another failed state, Belarus. Their autocratic leader thought they'd have an election where he would easily get reelected. Of course, it didn't work out that way. The opposition leader actually won, but they won't admit that, had to flee the country. There's been demonstrations all over the place. Where does that autocratic leader turn to? He turns to Putin to help shore up him. Again, we have terrible things that are going on in Turkey and other strong, let's just say, autocratic countries, Hungary, etc. The United Arab Republic is now trying to buy, stealth fighters from the United States, and look for Jared Kushner to be making a whole boatload of money out of that deal. We're all against Iran, but guess what? Iran was complying with the nuclear thing. Saudi Arabia is going to look to do a lot of bad stuff to enhance themselves, North Korea, etc. So there's a lot going on in the world where other countries have no faith. They don't care what the United States is doing. They know there will be no pushback. They can press as aggressively as they want against their own people, against neighboring countries, etc., and there will be no pushback from the United States. Again, the United States has been the de facto leader of the world, and especially the free world, since 1945 at the end of World War II. The Western world has always looked for United States leadership. These countries that are doing this type of stuff, they know they can get away with it. They know that it'll be much worse for them if Joe gets elected. They know that they can continue to do this crap if Trump gets elected. Again, these are warning signs we need to adhere to. That again, we need to have Joe. We need Joe just as much as the rest of the world needs Joe, because we need strong, democratic, moral leadership coming from the leadership of the United States, and we're not remotely getting close to that right now.